Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is William Fallow, and welcome everyone to the Good Week Devotional Series, the Child Series Part 2. And here we go. And the scripture that I would like to read from today comes from Matthew 18:6 and 2 Chronicles chapter 34, verses 1 through 3. So just look for those spots in the Bible, and I will read them here in a bit. But I would like to start out with this. Do not hold children back or turn them into something they should not be. Some people in the world have used children to accomplish evil things for their personal gain. People have encouraged kids to take money. They encouraged kids to be in gangs. And there are also people who try to brainwash kids to be child soldiers. Worldwide, hundreds of thousands of children under 18 have been affected by armed conflict. Girls and boys illegally and under force participate in combat, where often they are injured or killed. Others are used as spies, messengers, porters, and servants. They are called child soldiers. The problem is mostly in Africa, where children as young as 9 have been involved in armed conflicts. This problem exists in some Asian countries and in parts of Latin America, Europe, and the Middle East. Back in 1989 through 2003, Liberia engaged in a civil war. Liberia became a route for exporting diamonds to and from Sierra Leone illegally. A major civil war broke out in Liberia, a main area where diamonds are exported out of. As of 2008, there are 200,000 children used as soldiers to fighting a bloody civil war that has been going on and spreading over a span of 25 years. Children ages 9 through 15 have been used in combat. Their villages and towns are raided and shot up. Their families killed. Children are brought into the war by warfare killers and end up becoming brainwashed. Some of the lucky fathers or older brothers that are not killed are used to search for blood diamonds and are helping finance the civil war and paying for weapons and supplies. Child soldiers are practically robbed of their childhood and chances to have an education or stable environment, and are exposed to terrible dangers in mental and physical suffering due to the fact they are forced to fight and that they are recruited into armed forces. Well, let me tell you something to those people out there who are making these children, brainwashing these children to be soldiers, child soldiers, or forcing kids to take money. I have a memory verse for you all today who do that, and it is from Matthew 18:6. And I just want you all who are doing this to these kids, these people in Liberia or whatever these countries are forcing these kids to do these things. I have this scripture to help change your mind. Matthew 18:6. And it states, "But whoever causes the downfall of one of these little ones who believe in me, it would be better for him if a heavy millstone were hung around his neck and were drowned in the depths of the sea." If for those who are doing that to these children, you better watch out. You need to stop, and you need to turn it around, because it said it would be better if a millstone were tied around your neck and you were drowning in your sea. It's like choking the life out of you and you're drowning at the same time. Because God will have something in store for you if you keep on doing this, okay? You need to stop forcing these children in tough labor and doing these things that they don't want to do. For God has consequences, and they will not be good. But I have another scripture that I'd like to read with you. But I encourage us, each and every one of us who are alive in the world today, let's encourage children to dream, and let's help them accomplish those dreams. It is awesome to have children to do good things for the world and for them to get to know God. Encourage them to follow their dreams and make a difference. In 2 Chronicles 34, 1-3 says, now I'll just read up to verse 2. 2 Chronicles 34, 1-2, it states, "Josiah was once 8 years old when he became king and reigned 31 years in Jerusalem. He did what was right in the Lord's sight and walked in the ways of his ancestor David. He did not turn aside to the right or left." Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share with you a success story of a child who dreamed of being something. A child who had a dream of being a wrestler. At the age of 12, a woman by the name of Pamela Rose Martinez wanted to be a champion. On February 13th, 2013, Pamela Rose Martinez goes by the name of Bailey, and she pinned Charlotte Flair to be the WWE Raw Women's Champion. And she would go on to defend her title at WrestleMania 33. It probably would not have been possible. It would not be possibly possible if her family did not support her. But Pam's family supported her, and that encouraged her to make her dreams come true. A child one day could find cures to a disease or sickness. A child one day could be a pastor who helps bring many people to Christ. A child could be a president, a doctor, a king, or queen. A king just like Josiah. Or one day could be a wrestler, women's wrestler, like Bailey, and possibly one day entertain many people and encourage them one day to be a wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, to those people out there who force children to do bad things, stop. There will be consequences one day, but I encourage you to allow those children dream and be a good force in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching the Good Week devotional series. And I forgot but before I show you the giveaway prize, let children dream and help them accomplish that dream. And this week's giveaway prize is a vintage Star Wars Bosk action figure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching part 2 out of 5. Y'all have a great day. And y'all have a great evening.